Hello, up onwards here. Now, finally, we're getting to work on this hard little section of rail, which I mucked up quite a few days ago by accident. Now, I'm going to replace this section of flexi, well, not this whole section, but just this little bit here, with this simple piece of set tracker here. As you can see, I have it marked here for cutting, and it's just about a perfect fit. That'll make it a lot easier to work with. Now, the cutting tools I'm going to use are just some very nice saws here that I am borrowing off a fellow modelling colleague of mine. Quite nice of him. Now, before I even start cutting, I'm going to prep a fair sized section of this flexi here, so that way it keeps its shape. And I saw how to do this on, thanks to an Australian YouTuber. Just going to use a little bit of super glue. Not too much now. Now, the idea is the glue holds the rail to this chair and keeps it in place. I think in 1 or 2 spots I might have added a bit too much glue, because it transfers right to the other side of the sleeper. There. That should do one fleet. Now that won't take long to set at all. And while it does, I might as well cut some of this rail once I get a decent foot space, because where I am at the moment, there's not much room to maneuver. And since I'm right-handed, yeah. Okay, just figured out a bit of an issue, because these rails are no longer properly fixed. They move about, so, and this is a very old trick I'm about to do. Got this old track rubber here, place it there, and I just bring out a big old clamp. Now this is a G-clamp I made myself, and oh bugger, it won't fit. Dang, that's a pain in the butt right there. Unless I cut a notch out in the... No, won't do that. I won't do that. Well, looks like I'll have to time-lapse me cutting the rails, because this is going to take some time. Okay, now that we've cut through the rail, ow, time to pull out the old rail section. What's left of it, I should say. That's one. And two. Now to just cut the remnants of the sleeper. There we go. And that's the old rail piece out. Now, I may use the sleepers for something else, but don't know yet. Maybe a fence, maybe a sleeper pile. I don't know. All I know is got this old rail out. Probably find a use for it later on, but don't know when. Now, the glue I put down earlier should be set by now, so Just lift out the old track pin here. Whoops, sprung out a bit. Now I just got to remove this one sleeper, which will be easier said than done, as that is quite a wee nick of a spot. Unless I do this, I think. Nope. Looks like I'll have to take out this pin too. Now I'm not putting my fingers near there because the glue could still be a bit wet. And judging by the spring, I feel, yes it is. So I'm just gonna set this under here. There. That's the sleeper cut. Now let's see if I can put it back in the hole. Well, that actually worked. Brilliant. That works a lot easier than I thought, really. Now, since I didn't fully thump it down, I can just push the sleeper out. And there we go. One clean sleeper. Yeah, just checking my fit. Yeah, it's hanging inside a bit and there's a bit of a kink in the track. I don't like that. I'll just file down the sides a bit. Just make sure the electrical conduction is good. Just going to file the railheads a bit. Now, the tool I need now is on the other side, so back into it. Right. Not exactly the most high-tech of tools, but they work. Basically, I'm going to take off these crap bits of sleeper. And replace it. Then with others. Now, the tool I'm used to just clip those off. Simple nail clips. They work. You can't argue with efficiency. Seeing how they fit on the rail. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to clip those chairs off. And one more. Done. Yep. Looks okay. Looks okay. Just gonna have to watch my jersey when I walk past, I guess. Right. Now, just to grab some fish plates. Well, check. Give the underside of these a bit of a rub off the file. Removes any oxidized metal and makes the connection between the two rails a lot smoother, really. That looks alright. Now, just grab a couple rail joiners, fit them on. This is real fiddly, but I got a hammer to help. Now, I normally would not recommend using a hammer to do this, but it beats stuffing up your fingers, trust me. Right, those are now on properly. I can just slot this in, nail it out of the track, and we should be good. Slots in. Now, just give her a quick go with the track rubber I have here. You can just hear how the rubber goes over, there's a bit of a lip. So, file that smooth. Now file that lip down. Though I'm an amateur modeler, I do like to take care of my track. Question of where I keep my track cleaners, though, can be a bother. As I had a bit of a quick tidy up earlier and I misplaced one or two items. There we are. Right. Now this is a noisy bit. Putting the rails in. Well, nails, I should say. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, for when it comes up to here, I'm going to have to go a bit offside on the nail. For a simple sake. And straighten. Now, with what I have here so far, I can just mark where to cut and pretty much use the saw, cut the rails, cut the rail on that, so that way it's nice and flush and I won't have to worry about my t-shirts catching on the rails again, but just try fitting the point on there. Not point, buffers. We'll have to pretty much glue them on when I'm done here, but yeah. Or just remove the backing in total and just glue them onto the rails. Which actually wouldn't be bad, because that would mean that it would be about there. Which gives plenty of room. But we'll see how it goes. No, I'll leave that for now. Actually, I'll leave it for now because got a bit more track kind to do on the other side of the layout. Might as well get to it. Well, as we can see, track's now done. I did, apart from one fiasco, but track there is now trimmed up, as is the track on the other side of the layout. Now, I know it's quite a mess at the moment, but all in due time. Rome was not built in a day. By the looks of it, Rome was hardly built at all, but kidding aside, I'm actually glad that the track work was done. Thank you all very much for watching.